The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
Detroit,
this is third and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. James has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Gun!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there to 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's counter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Let's go! We're at 38! We're at 38! Ohio!
They'll throw now on the final play. A deep ball for Dotson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and get it with Geis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. He spins free. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, let's go. What?
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go. What?
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Steelers. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now, check. Patriot.
Now it's Connor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's got room. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back. Complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ohio. Ohio.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Hundley now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing, Hundley. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive will start with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Connor. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
319.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Hundley now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost